All right, so now we have a brand new costumed hero as well for this portal, and it is going to be our good friend. Um, wow, I probably should have practiced this name first. Nadezhda, Nadezhda. That's okay. Anyways, this chick, she's from the Magic Tower. She's red. She's a resurrector, if I remember correctly. So let's see what they did to make her more relevant with her costume. First things off, we're going from cleric class to monk. So I would say if you're going to change classes, these are both very good at helping you resist additional things. You don't get the mana shield anymore, but you get a straight 30% resistance to ailments, which is very nice. The magic family bonus is definitely getting dated at this point. It's a 50/75/100% chance to cast a 5% mana generation stack on a random ally when this hero casts their special skill. I mean, it's kind of nice, but really 5% is like a little bit low nowadays for mana generation, but it can be helpful, so that's not a bad thing. Down here in our passives department, we have our health recovery on special. When this character casts their special skill, they have a 60% chance to recover 20% health for all allies. If this special skill is fully charged, the chance is 100%. So that's nice. They added a additional little healing to her as well. 20% is not a ton, but it is reasonable. So it's a nice little bonus heal. 60% chance to go off at her very fast speed and 100% chance to activate at her second tier, which operates at very slow. So let's kind of take a look at what else she has. She has her special armor as well. So for the first 6 turns, she has increased defense against special skills. Oh, and I'm very sorry. I decided to go ahead and skip over the weaker Mega Minions passive. That's obviously one of the key abilities of these new Magic Carpet heroes and these costumes, is that they are just absolutely chopping Mega Minions off at the waist. So you've got these tiny little Mega Minions now with only 25% of their health. I've seen this in action. It's glorious. You kill Mega Minions with tile damage. They just kind of fall off. So these guys are very cool to have in your roster for that reason alone. Down to the special operating at magic speed, and as I covered briefly just a moment ago, the first tier is going to operate at 6 match tiles, so that's basically very fast speed. The second one, however, is going to require you to match the 6 to get through the first tier, but then also an additional 12 tiles to power up the second tier for a total of 18 matched tiles, which is pretty darn crazy. That does operate at very slow, but let's take a look at what we have. So our first charge, operating at very fast, will be the target and nearby enemies receive 482 burn damage over 2 turns. So we're looking at about 241 damage a turn, and it says the caster if the caster is defeated during the next 2 turns, they are resurrected in the beginning of their next turn with 40% health. All status effects and stacks are removed when the caster is defeated. Okay, so at very fast, she's giving you a 2-turn dot for some fire damage and protecting herself. She's giving herself an ability to pop back up if she dies within 2 turns. So I guess one could say if she's getting low and you don't feel like you've got a heal yet to save her, and she's got her first charge activated, you could always pop a quick dot on them, give her the ability to pop back up for the next 2 turns. That might save you in making sure that she stays alive until heal comes around. But ideally, with all of these characters, you kind of want to get to the second tier for the most part. So let's take a look at what the second tier special does. At ×2 mana charge, we get each defeated ally has a 55% chance to get revived with 44% HP. All allies regenerate 795 HP over 3 turns, and all allies reduce all received damage by -60% for 3 turns. Wow. Um, so the res percent at 55 is not that amazing. We've seen higher resers, but like 55 is still a good res percent chance. All allies will then regenerate health over 3 turns. We're looking at, I don't know, not really that much, less than 300 health, like 200 and let's say 80 health a turn. And then it says all allies reduce the received damage by 60%. That is really probably the key part of this. Reducing all received damage by 60% is pretty crazy. I don't know if we've seen a lot of damage reduction buffs like this that go up to 60%. So like there's a lot to like about that. Now, furthermore, what I don't understand yet, and what I'd have to do a little more looking into, is the passive here that says health recovery on special. So there's a 100% chance she recovers 20% health for all allies when this skill is fully charged. But what is the order of operations? So, for example, will she resurrect the people first before this 20% heal goes off? Or will the 20% heal go off, then the resurrection occurs, then the heal over time happens? The reason this matters is she brings people back at 44% HP, but if her heal activates in the right order from her passive, then that 44% HP could become 64% HP, at which point they also have a heal over time for the next couple turns and reduce damage by 60%, it would not only bring people back, but it would leave them basically in a good enough position that they're not going to be instantly re-killed either. So as a resurrector goes, I think she's built well in that department, that the people that she actually brings back have a real fighting chance to stay on the field after she brings them back. So I would say this character is pretty good. She does operate a little bit slow. The very slow isn't ideal, but I mean, she's a threat the whole time. Like they don't want her to go off, so she will attract some attention. She's also causing Mega Minions to be reduced quite a bit. So I would have to rate her a solid 8 out of 10 as well. If she operated a little faster, I'd bump her up to 9 because I think she's got all the right things. But yeah, very slow. I mean, you're probably only getting one of those off a fight, maybe two if you're lucky and get a lot of free tile lanes for red. But yeah, honestly, a Resurrector might only need to go off once. So all in all, I say she's a win, and if you pull her, congratulations.